happening, folks? How's it going on? Welcome. Left Turn Broadcasting coming at you again live, Pismo Beach, California. Got my man Marley in the booth. Marley, you got a copy, buddy?
What's up, brother? I'm here, baby. Looking forward to some really good short track racing. Let's get it.
Oh, you know it, buddy. Oh, yeah. We got some Martinsville today. It's going to be off the hook. We got NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series coming down hard with the Martinsville Paperclip 250. Oh, man. We're talking about some fast stuff here, some beating, some bangings, all kinds of stuff. And all this is brought to you by Century 21. Left Turn Broadcasting's main sponsor. Appreciate all the help they do for us. Looking for anything when it comes to realty, check them out. But let's go into a little bit of the driver lineup real quick, get this thing underway. All right, I'm sitting on pole right now with NASCAR off in that number 6 Roush Ford. We got in second position is Larson Rocks in the 00 Starcom Chevy. Third spot is Brett Baker in the number 40 Chip Ganassi Chevy. Fourth is Longshot and the number 9 Hendrick Chevy. See, fifth is Flash 9, the number 1 Chevy or Chip Ganassi Chevy. Let's see, sixth, just going through my board, NASCAR Kings in the 48 Hendrick Chevy. Let's see, seventh is That Man Perky in the number 10 Leaf Filler Chevy. Eighth is Intimidator, all right, my man, in the 31 RCR Chevy. Let's see, ninth is Bowman Nation in the 88 Hendrick Chevy. Let's see, and our 10th spot's Timac in the 24 Hendrick Chevy. Let's see, 11th spot, just going through my board, there we are, Bad Moon Rising in the 58 DMR Motorsports. 12th is Piston Piper in the 19 Gibbs Toyota. 13th is Shadow in that 17 Roush Ford. 14th is Dew Kings in the 37 JTG Chevy. 15th is Hellcat Maverick in the 62 Berard Chevy. See, 16th is Armstrong and the Clement Chevy, the 51. See, 17th, just going real quick. Oh, there it is, D-Nub in the 52 Rick Ware Chevy. All right. See, 18th is Quarter Panel in the 18 Gibbs Toyota. 19th is the Napa Fan in the 24 Hendrick Chevy. Look for the silver car. 20th is the AKA Rebernecker in the 22 Penske Ford. See, and then we got the 21st is Dave Rule in the 2 Penske Ford. And rounding out our field in 22nd is Trouble for You in the number 8 RCR Chevy. So yes, folks, 22 cars at Martinsville. That was a long list right there. Man, we about ready to go crazy. You about ready to fire up these engines? You want to give these guys a little command to start these motors and see what we got going on at Martinsville?
All right, brother. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Just do a little rundown of the track here. This is a half-mile track.
There you go.
Very, very, very little, if any, banking. Very tight turns. These guys are roaring down the front and back stretch, flying, trying to get every little bit of horsepower they can out of that car. Ours are all wound up, and then they're just slamming on those brakes and freaking rolling through the turn, and then just powering right back out. And when you get 22 cars coming into one little turn, oh boy, look for some action. This is going to be a good show for you guys. I'm really excited. Tron, who do you have as your pick?
I think I'm going with Intimidator. I got him up on the small screen back here. We got
the beast.
Yep, gonna go with the beast because it's gonna take a beast to get through this bug, dude.
All right, I'm going with I'm gonna go with NASCAR Oof because this is his first NOSSCAR career pole. And I'm excited. Track position is huge at a track like Martinsville. You want to stay out front, get that clean air, and let the tornado happen behind you, not in front of you. And I think this is going to be excellent for him if he could just keep that track position. So I'm going to roll with him with his first career pole.
All right, let's go with this, man. And on that cue, let's see this tornado get fired up here, bud. Want to give him a little command to start some engines?
All right, we're just waiting on the cue, baby.
All right, all right. I'm excited. It's going to be one fun track when it comes to it. Like Marlon was just describing, it is a small track. It's very challenging. It's technical. You really have to learn how to drive here because, I mean, when those tires wear down, it's about driving that car with that throttle. I mean, it really is, because when you're coming out of those, you know, and it's named paperclip for a reason. It looks like a paperclip. And literally what happens here is that when those tires wear off pretty good, you're literally driving that car with your throttle, there, trying to get that thing in. Oh, here we go. I'll get to chatting away. This is all kinds of fun right here. Woo-hoo. I'm excited. Bring this stuff on. Okay, folks, waiting for the countdown to clock over here.
Oh, you're good. Jump in, baby.
All right,
Jump in.
Waiting for it to connect here. Get my cameras up and rolling. All right, we're just waiting for everything to roll on through here. We're getting ready for this Paperclip 250 getting thrown down by NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series on our Friday nights, and it's a Friday night special, especially with this Martinsville.
We love these Friday night heats these guys throw down for us. 50%ers, 2 times wear.
All right, so we are just dropping the green, and the screen is getting to turn right now. And you know how we do this, Marley.
Crank her up, baby.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Hold on a second here.
I hear you live, John.
Yep. 1 second, folks. We may have a little bit of an issue there. 1 second here. We're getting into it. Ah! Quite unfortunate, folks. We're getting there in 1 second.
I'm watching Flash 9. He must have lost at least 7, 8 positions off the start. Got heavy nose damage. Having trouble seeing out the windshield. Oh, brother.
Copy
That's a rough start for our second place guy in points right now.
We're coming in his second. Here we go. Night race
NASCAR
getting it done.
Holding it strong. Still holding that thing strong out front.
Had a little bit of technical difficulties there, folks. We'll get you going here in 1 second. Just a few moments, and we're hauling a nail.
Got Larson rocks all over the tail of NASCAR roof, though.
Yeah, I'm seeing the... looks like Ventimidator is still holding strong in that third spot right now as I watch him on his tracker, on his POV. Here we go. Now we're up. All right, yes, Martinsville. NOSSCAR putting it down right now. You got that Roush Fords, that number 6, Oscar Meyer, getting it done.
What happened? Huh? the crank it up was so loud it shook your cables loose or what?
I think so. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but all of a sudden he was like, nope, and then okay. So we're back and we're good.
Toning it down.
Yeah, we're really good. It shook this thing way too much. My apologies. So here we go right now. We're looking through our field, going to find out exactly where our leaders at. And again, the number 6 and 31 are right there. So here is our Larson Rocks going for the second place position in that 0-0 car, that Starcom Chevy. Making his way, taking the lead. Oh, but he gets a little loose right there. Gets contact to the wall. That's not going to help his efforts.
He drove that thing in there. He really drove that thing in there.
Yeah, he went from 1 to 3 in a blink of an eye there. And it looked like that 6 car, he just literally just rode up a little bit, let him do his thing, overdrove it coming out, and he just went right back to that lead. NASCAR out really doing something here, bud.
A little slingshot action. He said, "Go ahead. You want to drive in there? And I'll be patient and drive right back underneath
I'll just go right back underneath you. We're good." But look who's capitalized on that as well. You got the 31 in Intimidator. All right, my man. Yeah, that's my pick for tonight. Both of us were right there, 1 and 2. I'm enjoying what we're seeing here.
Look who's coming up. Your points leader, Longshot in that 9 car. He just made his way to 3rd, and we know from watching these NOSSCAR races that he always has a very good long run car, so look for him to make some moves here.
Now, right now we're sitting on board with Larson Rob, looking at that 9 car of Longshots, and like Marlo was just describing to you, look for him to get up there because he's been such a great car and an awesome driver throughout this whole series.
Intimidator looking for the lead.
Woo, he sure is. Look at that. Oh, we got a possible 3-wide right behind him. We do. Oh, rotating back just a little bit here because here we go. Intimidator for the lead. Long shots. Yeah. Woo, that's getting some right there. Oh, man.
Shut the door on him.
He sure did. Oh, these guys are duking it out something fierce right here. And right behind him, same thing's underway with the 48. 48's in the fight of his life back there. That's NASCAR Kings. But look at these 3 up here trying to get it done. I mean, you have Longshots up there. The guy has 2 wins already this season, and he's up there trying to get win number 3. Man, he is all over it, in it, and above it right now. Hunting down the Intimidator. We just now got into the lead. He's going to try to stretch this thing out. And, well, we got some car sideways there. That's not pointing the right direction.
A little curve action from Intimidator. That'll allow Longshot to close that door up.
But look what's going on in the rear view of the 6 car, that Ralph Short. NASCAR obviously sitting in that 3rd spot, but we got one heap of a battle going on back there in the back. These guys have kind of mellowed out. Let's drift back here a little bit and see what's going on. Now Larson, he did start up toward the front of the pack here, and looked like he is dropping off a little bit.
You got that man Perky running solid in that 4th position as well. NASCAR Kings right behind him in the 48. And then it looks like Larson Rocks fell back to that 6th position, but it's a long race. Race. He'll make his way back up there if he's got a nice, fast hot rod.
He looks a little loose right now.
Abomination is right behind him in that 88.
Just saying, Abomination in that 7th position right now, and on the charge forward. See that 88 started in that 9th spot, so he's gained himself a couple positions so far.
You see right behind them, you got Bad Moon Rising. She's running solid in that 9th position. And then right behind her is Timac in the 10th.
All right, so everybody's moving up just a few spots so far, taking their time, which is exactly what needs to be done here. This is a really grueling track here, short paperclip style track where it's tied on both ends when it comes down to this one. So you really have to maintain those tires.
They're roaring as fast as they can down them straightaways. You want to get a great run off the turn and fly down those straightaways, and then you are glowing those rotors coming down into your turn. I mean, they are whipping and getting every last ounce of speed they can out of this car here.
And let's see, like if we watch Brett Baker's car right now, he throws this thing in there, watches this thing set, and then he literally tries to kind of offloads right there as it comes on up exit there on turn 1. Dives back into turn 3 and 4 here. Comes across that line. Now this is toward the back of the pack right here. So we're looking back right now, and I thought I just seen the Intimidator, that beast car coming up. And I believe it is.
In the pits. Early pit stop, huh? Trying to split the stage here.
So this is the rear of the field right now, right? Back here on Brett Baker in the number 40. Ty Mack and all that. Look at the fight right in front of him, though. Wow.
Got that man Perky, made his way around Longshot up to 3rd position in that 10 car. Stuart Haas Ford.
See, up a little bit to the front of the pack here. We are on board with Longshot right now as we see Intimidator starting to work his way through that lap traffic. First car lap down. Looks like it was that number 10 car of that man Perky. Or is that
he just made his way up to 2nd.
Oh man.
That man Perky is flying right now. He's right behind Intimidator, looking for that second position right now.
Oh my goodness! Wow, that was actually a really huge surprise because he started. See, where did that man Perky? He started in that 7th position, so he has himself one strong piece then. So I was getting a little mixed up with our lap traffic.
Meanwhile, your leader is checking out.
Yeah. And you see, well, was because now look at this. Huge battle right here between the 10 and the 31. That man Perky and Intimidator, of course. He's sitting there on the outside trying to hold pinch move right there, going into 1 and 2. Man, these boys are really trying to show some stuff here because, Marley, you're right. That 10 car is on a move right now, and he's all over that Intimidator. Intimidator's sitting there in that P1.
Yes, and he's got himself a nice long run car, which is what you need because there's a lot of long runs here, and whoa, a little contact.
Yeah.
When you're slinging that car into these turns, it just eats these tires up. Especially the turns are concrete here, straightaways are asphalt. So that concrete, it just grinds away them tires if you're overdriving the car. So by the 10 car just taking it easy in the beginning, he's really showing his stuff on this long run here.
And as they're starting to maneuver through lap traffic, you saw the 37, that JTG Chevy. Going and that's Duke King starting that 14th position, going his lap down right now. Looks like you got a battle for the lead right now. Here it is. That man Perky on board with him.
Oh,
waiting.
Little curve action.
And look, here he comes around. Just made that thing all kinds work right there. Got his
man, he threw that car in there.
And he dug, man. He dug hard through the center, launching himself out. Looked like the Intimidator 31 got a little loose, little contact to the wall, blew up his efforts just ever so slightly, but he's going to see if he can get that beast of a car back up there. Oh, man, but you see the NASCAR 6 right there.
A little contact into the inside wall.
That's a firm. We've seen him wiggle all kinds coming out of there. Now, damage is on. At least that's what I was informed.
Oh, so yeah. Of course, it's always on.
You gotta make sure you take care of that car best you can.
Well, I'm not sure if our viewers got to see it. I don't know because of the little connection difficulties. But when we were during that cranker upper in the beginning, we had Flash 9. He was starting in that 5th position, and he had some major contact to the wall and really wound up his efforts. And you could tell by the damage on his car, he's struggling to look out the windshield. He's like, "Can't we get a caution? Can we get a caution? Is this stage over yet?"
Gonna need to bust out the hammers, the bear ball, and everything on that guy. He just found that thing out, pop river. We're good to go.
He's gonna have to borrow some more 200 mile an hour tape from the other crews to fix that thing.
You know that. Right? Look at this. The 10 has checked out right now. That man Perky driving himself up, starting in 7th position, has made his way fiercely throughout this short, small track. Very aggressive in its nature. Hard in one turn, in one end of the track, and even harder in the other.
You know, and I talk about that Arrow on Flash 9's #1 Chevy, but you know, Arrow isn't really that big of a deal at a short track like Martinsville, and I see him holding his spot up here in this 8th position because he's running in front of Bad Moon and Timac in that 24. So, I mean, he's holding his own. So. Once he gets a pit stop, I mean, that shows you how good his car is. If he can get a little bit of work done to that thing, a little bit of tape, he'll be right up there challenging for this lead.
Oh, yeah, that's firm. And right now we are looking around 25 to go. These guys have plenty of fuel left when it comes to their tanks, so this is going to be a one and doneer when it comes to this stage. So it's who can last the longest. And hopefully their cars are set up for this long run as we are remaining green so far.
Oh, that's a shame because remember earlier I mentioned about how Maverick, how he was in the pits.
Yep.
I was a little off on my gas count there, so that pit stop's going to really blow up his efforts. He's going to lose about 2 laps on that one.
Yeah, so that could have been either a little bit of a slip up and a mistake because what I was looking at on lap counts for Intimidator and what he just put up on screen for his car info looked like he got plenty of fuel to make it.
Vin is calling back. Something happened to Vin. He is really falling back. He lost his car majorly because now you got Flash 9 working his way around Intimidator.
Yeah, and this is for the 4th position now. It's falling back from the lead to about 4th position now, and look like he's under attack even further.
Does that put Flash 9 moving up to our 4th position?
That,
with all that damage that he received?
See, well, we're on... Oh, I'm sorry, we got long shot here in that 3rd position right now, 4th position.
Let's see. We got that man Perky, who's our leader. And then right behind him, you have...
Flash 9's car looks pretty good.
We got Flash 9 in 2nd. Flash 9 in 2nd.
All right, yeah, we're on board Flash 9 right now.
Working my way over to long shot. Then right behind him, he's got a big distance on 3rd place.
Sure does. Well, we're rotating through right now, folks. We're on our race leader
NASCAR
right now.
Will be in your 3rd place in that 6 car.
All right,
and
so
that would put Flash 9 going into your 3rd position here, looking underneath 6. Yep, that's your battle for 3rd position. Flash 9, all that damage in the beginning.
Wow.
Just working his way up to 3rd. I mean, he started 5th, fell back to 11th or 12th place with that damage, and worked his way all the way back up to your 3rd position.
Yeah, look at the McDonald's car as well. Man, that's the 40 car. He's pretty wrecked up. You try to look out the side of his car, pulling one of them Dumb and Dumber moves.
Yeah, I'm wondering, with the amount of ground that Flash 9 is making up right now, I'm wondering if he's going to be able to catch our leader before the end of this stage.
Well, we're on board our leader right now, and
Whoa,
he's in a mix of traffic. We're watching this whole thing unfold right in front of us.
Oh, my goodness.
This is LA traffic at its finest right here, and he's trying to maintain everything he can, trying not to damage his car.
He's like New York City rush hour right now.
Yeah,
37 hard into the wall.
Yeah, they're laid into the bumper right now of it. And he's trying to rotate this thing on the bottom right there, getting a little bit of curve, trying to keep it low. Woo! That was one grip of traffic right there. That was a good 3-4 cars right there. The last car, that was the 48 that he just got past NASCAR Kings. NASCAR King started himself in the 6th position. So,
man,
wow.
Yeah, that man Perky, he's setting one heck of a pace, and he's set himself on an island by himself. I mean, I don't even see long shot at the end of the straightaway when he's going into the next turn. Yeah, he is just flying out there.
I'm looking back in 9th position right now, and that's the 31 of the Beast here. We got Intimidator, who is dropped back to the 9th position. We're looking at trackers right now, and it does look as if the 10 is gaining on him. So anybody further back from that, you got possible Bowman Nation there trying to hang in there tough, but
this car might be putting the whole field a lap down at this point. Man,
I mean, at this point, he keep this up because we just see a lot of blowed up and slowed up cars right now. Yeah, showing him in the 9th position. Ty Mack was in the 8th. So this would put Bowman Nation in the 10th position right now. And all these guys are fighting.
That man Perky with a little bit of damage too. So he somehow in the mix of all this, he got a little bit of rear end damage. So doesn't. Ooh, we got a caution now.
Yeah,
caution
we have a caution. I was waiting for the flags to shine right now. We have 12 laps remaining in this caution.
I can give you the rundown. You got that man Perky in 1st, Flash 9 in 2nd, NASCAR Ruth in 3rd, Long Shot in 4th, Bad Moon Rise in 5th. Wow, she really moved up. D-Nub in 6th, Larson Rocks in 7th, Timac in 8th, Intimidator fell back to 9th, and Bowman Nation in our 10th spot, rounding out our top 10.
We got NASCAR Kings in 11th, Brett Baker in 12th, Piston Piper 13th, 14th is Quarter Panel Outlaw, 15th is Duke King, 16th is Armstrong, 17th is Shadow. All right, we got a bunch of lap downers as well, so woo, all the way down to 12.
Let's see what happens here.
Now let's try this one more time. What do you think here, huh? Here we go.
Take her up. Let's do it.
That's all kinds of peak and
Man.
bangers right there, buddy. You see all that stuff? Woo!
Oh yeah. Did you see NASCAR quickly? But he wanted that lead back. He went quickly back up to the point. But look at who was running in 9th and 10th quietly before that caution. You got Bad Moon and Timac worked their way up to 2nd and 3rd, and Bad Moon was all over that 6th Ford, trying to get in there to get that lead.
Still there too. Just looking for that moment to attack right now. Probably waiting for those tires to cool back off after that heated confrontation.
Oh,
trying to get it low.
She gonna move him out of the way, do it, girl.
Oh, we got it. We have Timac looking inside right now of Bad Moon Rising, getting that beat, getting that line. But look what we have here. Double zero car coming.
Outside.
What is this? Outside power move. Oh, you gotta love that. Let's try to find Bad Moon Rising in this guy. She's now out. There we go.
She held it.
There we go. Still tapping, still pumping. Yeah. Oh, caution was out. Oh, man. Just as we get there.
I wonder if she had that when the caution came out. It's going to be interesting.
We're going to find out right now.
That 6 car was using up her rear bumper. Yep. Holy cow.
So it looks like she got it. So NASCAR off is going to be starting on the outside. Larson Rocks third, Timac fourth. Now we're going to be doing some pit strategies as well. We'll see who's going to leave it out there, who's going to take it. But with a few laps on the tires, I imagine everyone's probably going to want to switch some tires up, get them 4 crushed feel goods, and get as much sticky on this track as possible. Yeah,
let's see if there's any strategies here. It wasn't that long ago since they last pit, so you might see a bunch of your leaders just stay out, take maybe just right side tires, a little bit of fuel.
Give me some tires. Here we go.
Bad Moon, she stayed out. And Larson Rocks, he made up a lot of positions on track. He must have went with a 2-tire, no tires.
All right, so we're rocking now because here comes Bad Moon Rising on point right now, starting from little more to the back of the pack and going to try to get out here. Oh my, get some time back underneath the 6 car. NASCAR off, trying to fend him off, but you got the double zero car out there trying to make it stick tough. And is doing so.
Man, you know what? Major props to Bad Moon Rising. She is the lone female in this field, and she's running against 21 other men, and she's just holding down that lead right now. Major props to Bad Moon Rising right now.
And methodically worked her way up through the field. Pretty impressive there. Man, look at all of this calamity going on back here. Oh! On board D-Dub right now, 3 wide. What the still 3 wide? No way. They're gonna hold it. They're gonna try. Oh man, that is a pretty impressive driving right there by all of those guys trying to maintain their stuff.
Where on earth is Timac? Man, he must have got beat up a little bit on that.
Yeah, he's back here in the 5th position right now. We got 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Oop. And we got a pretty much almost up.
Oh! Got a battle for the lead.
Trying. Bad Moon's still there. She's trying to hold off in that 58.
You already know that 6 car NASCAR roof. He's not afraid to use that bumper, a little Martinsville bump and run, if you may.
Absolutely not. I mean, and this is the track for it when it comes to it. But she's doing a pretty good job holding that line. Keeping that thing spooled up on the outside, really finding as much grip as she can right now throughout 1 and 2 or 3 and 4 right here.
She's getting a great run off these turns where she's able to stretch it about 2 car lengths on the 6 car. He closes it up in the turns because he's driving it in hard, but man, she really gets a good run off them turns.
Yeah, the car's sitting nice as well. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of wheel coming off, and good straight line down the backstretch right here. Yep. So we'll see how long this car is going to last for her. Does she have like a pretty decent long run car, or will this start to fold on her and just
I think she did, because before that caution, Tron, her and Timac were slowly, I mean, they were in that like 10th or 11th, and they were 9th and 10th, and they were 8th and 9th. They were slowly just running their way through the field, just staying strong and steady. And now that she's got that track position, look out.
Yeah, because they both qualified, in the middle of the field, 10th and 11th spot. So for them to make it through the field like they were doing, great job, great work for them.
Heck yeah. Now I'm waiting to see where that 10 car is going to come from, because he seemed to have lost a lot of track position on these pit stop arrangements, and and we know how fast his car was. He almost had the whole field a lap down.
Right.
So I'll be interested to see how quickly he can move through the field.
Whoa,
contact! Moving her out the way.
Yeah, he drove that thing in there pretty decent. Oh, here,
she's gonna try a little.
Here comes Longshot right now. He's trying to capitalize on that, on a little bit of that battle right there. You got Flash 9 on his way up as well in that Monster 1. Watch out for him. On his way in and getting ready to get her done. I'm enjoying this all kinds right now, man. These guys are throwing it down in Martinsville.
I'm really impressed with that one car Flash 9. And the Intimidator, he bounced back because he lost a lot of positions. He fell back to that 9th place, and he's made his way all the way back up into your top 5. So it's showing he's got a strong car, maybe just needed an adjustment here or there, but he's working his way back to the front.
So far, it looks like Bad Moon Ryan's cooled off her tires a little bit. Oh, we got a little bit of contact to that wall, so she's now getting right back to his bumper, going to put the pressure back on the 6 car of NASCAR off, who was our pole qualifier, finding his way back out toward the front here, leading this race, trying to hold off, of course, this challenging 58 car of Bad Moon Rising, who so desperately wants that lead back.
D-Nub started in that 17th position. He's worked his way up into the top 6. He's definitely making some moves through the field too. Shows these cars that got that nice long run car.
Yeah, I see that the next battle that's starting to undertake here is for the 3rd and 4th position. You see Longshot in that 9 car, that Mountain Dew Chevy here. He's starting to reel in that 1 car. His I would want to say his arch nemesis. Between those guys have been really throwing down the battles per race throughout this season. It's always these two finding themselves door to door, no matter where they're at throughout the track. Most times it's toward the front.
10 car side by side with Larson Rocks right now. He's looking for that 7th position, trying to work his way back to the front. We know how fast that 10 car was,
and he just got it. He got it quick, and he made short work of him, and now he's on his way through the front. Now he's in the 7th position.
Yes. 7th position. He's working his way to the front. If this thing goes green to the end of this stage, I wouldn't be surprised to see that 10 car duking it out with them leaders.
Look at that. Well, and actually look at the leaders. I'm in that 3rd spot right now. Flash 9 trying to get us the best coverage and view here to see what's going on between these battles. As you see them all starting to heat up. Bad Moon Rising still right there on NASCAR off. Just trying to figure out the way.
I think she just got tired of that 6 car beating up her bumper, so she said, you know what, you can have it, and I'll just ride behind you, and then when it comes down to the last lap, I'll give you a little bump, buddy.
Yep, and that's exactly it. And look what happened. Boom!
6 car got loose.
She went around the outside as well. She had herself an amazing run. Let's go ahead and get back on board.
Coming up on lap traffic right now. 2nd position.
Lap traffic, negotiating her way by, but look, here we go. Under attack again. Flash 9 swooping underneath,
looking inside,
taking advantage of this, and he's looking to take even more advantage right now. Had an amazing run on the 58. That 1 car of Flash 9 is looking for that entry, looking for that, and he does, finds it on the bottom, but she's able to really keep that car spooled up on the outside, RPMs up, gets it to stick. Yes, yeah.
Hey, and for our viewers that may not follow every week, I mean, this is huge for that 1 car at Flash 9. He is sitting 2nd in points, and right behind him, running the 4th, actually battling for 3rd place with the 6 car. That's your points leader. So he needs every bonus point, every playoff point he can get to try to make up the gap between him and Longshot for that points race.
Side by side, drag race, all kinds, trying to get it done.
Oh, using the 51 lap car as a pick.
Sure did.
What a great move.
Massive pick action right there. But Bad Moon's going to utilize that run and try to stick on his bumper, put that power move on the outside again, and hopefully, possibly, drive by him like she did to NASCAR up on the outside for the lead last time.
Yeah, she's just going to stick around there. I'm waiting to see. Her car looks very strong off the turns. It's not loose. It's nothing. And same thing with that 1 car, where now you're starting to see that 6 car. He's very fast on the short runs, but he is very loose coming off now.
Yeah, copy that. car's starting to set in though, if you look at it. Because you can see it, it's rotating nicely. It's setting firm throughout the middle of the turn right there. Whoa, you got a mad wiggle.
Shot into the wall. Oh man. I can't believe that he saved that thing. What an excellent save, because he was sideways on the straightaway, just trying to save it off the turn, and then you all kind of straighten him out a little bit.
Oh, what the? No!
Into the 62 car.
Oh, massive wreck.
Oh, tumble rolling down the straightaway. Oh man.
I didn't. We're all looking back, and that's what happens when you look back sometimes. You ain't looking forward. That
was
part.
Hellcat Maverick. Hellcat Maverick was sideways on the straightaway, and she just ran right underneath them. That's going to really blow up her efforts. That's a lot of damage here coming up before the stage.
Man, that was unfortunate right there. What a great run she was having throughout that. So it must have been some kind of contact, loose car. That's what happens at Martinsville, folks. Is you have to, anything can happen. The strongest car won't necessarily win due to the fact that anything can happen in front of them, from lap cars battling anything. There we go.
Bunch them all up, baby. That's what we like to see. Flash 9 on your point, D-Nub in second.
And we're gone. Green, 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 all kinds green. Here it comes. Throwing it into one.
That
Stacking them up.
Right there. Looking for third place.
Right there, we got contact, car sideways. They're still trying to maintain. That man breaking underneath.
3 wide. Man.
Look at all this. I don't even know what to say right now. This is it. Oh!
He's getting used up right now.
Big long shot right there, trying to maintain outside, because that's like the only place that's clear. Oh, clear to the outside. And look at this. He's making positions right now on the outside due to that fact and nature. That's awesome.
Tell you what, that's the last thing that these leaders wanted to see, that 10 car up to that third position.
No. On board that man Bricky right now.
48 underneath the 6. That 6 just can't find his way to the bottom. He's stuck there on the outside. He's just getting freight trained.
Now this is third place right here, folks. So this 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. You got Intimidator back there in that 5th position. Timax 6th. Looks like, was that Flash 9? No, I'm sorry, Long Shot in the 9 car. In that green car right there. Flash 9 is still our race leader.
In 5th.
Whoa, we got a car sideways and around.
Oh, is that Intimidator?
That was Intimidator. Oh man, he straight caught the bottom apron in the grass right there. Did a full.
He saved it though.
Yep, full spun 360.
Kept on going.
Yep, straightened it back out. Kept going. Man, fell back to 11th position. Was in that 5th position. Man, lost himself. It's good 6 spots right there. That's unfortunate. Man, we got all kinds of battle going on with that man Bricky right now. 52 trying to show some stuff. 52, that's D-Nub. He was making him charge through the field.
Yeah, D-Nub was up there in that 2nd position.
Yep. He made himself some good adjustments. Got himself a good car.
He got Larson Rocks up here in the 2nd, as well as Perky behind him, and it looks like that's the 52 with D-Nub right behind him in 4th. Long shot in 5th. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Major wiggles, dude. Major wiggles, dude. I was like, oh, okay, we got it now. That was a pucker factor of about maybe 7.
I don't think it'll be long before Ford comes up here and leads this race, though. That Chevy can only stay out there for so long.
Now I'm seeing a lot of these good cars back, that we're up here in the front. Now track position, we were talking about that earlier throughout this race. How it is key, how it is crucial. It's showing its part right now, because you see a lot of these cars that were really strong. That 6 car, NASCAR off, who started himself on the pole, leading a lot of this race, now finding himself, a little bit further back in the pack. In that 8th position, you have Timac in 9th position. You got, looks like Bad Moon Rising in the 7th position. So a lot of these good cars have fell back. Yeah.
She restarted this restart in about 13th position after all that damage she got when she was running in 2nd place, and man, it's good to see her working her way back up, but
yeah, right now,
hurt her for finishing this stage.
She's in 7th position right now, looking at that 6th place, trying to get into that top 5. As you see, the 9 car right there, long shot, is sitting there at the top 5. And
we're at 20 laps to go, so this is getting down to crunch time.
It is. So 20 laps to go here, folks. Is more like 10 to go in the real world on a bigger track. So we're gonna blink and it's gonna be over.
And this is stage 2, so this is definitely getting down to the nitty gritty. It's gonna be fun when these guys get down to this 3rd stage. You're gonna see. You think you're seeing beating and banging in contact now? Just wait till that 3rd stage.
Oh, that's no lie right there. So this is our race leader right now, folks. On board Flash 9. Gonna go ahead and ride with him. Little rear view action. Let's see who's in front of him. He does have a lap car coming up.
So, Sean, real quick while we're kind of just riding around our leader.
Yes, sir.
If I wanted to buy a house in Muckaville, Connecticut, who would I call?
See, well, when it comes to Muckaville, you know, that's a peaceful neighborhood. Not gonna have a lot of your grass is gonna be cut and well maintained out there. They got an amazing lawn service out there as well. JD Landscaping, you got to check them out as well. But Century 21 will be able to handle you no matter where you're looking at moving through. They are the main sponsor for Left Turn Broadcasting. Century 21 all over the world for all of your buying and selling needs. When it comes to residential, commercial, anywhere, give him a holler. And when it comes to any place over here, you're looking for Kyle Perhack, he'll answer all your questions. We're looking now.
John, I mentioned that because we might have a special guest in the booth right at this moment.
Oh, copy that. We got Muckaville in the booth right now. Did he slide in through the back door?
Yes, he did. What's up, Mucka? You got a copy?
You got a copy?
I got a copy.
All right, man. There you go. You know you jumped in here. Awesome. Snuck into the back door. So right now we are winding down this last stage, coming to stage 3. We got 15 laps to go. We're on board with our race leader, Flash 9. Came barreling through the field, man. He's done himself a fantastic job. Always having a decent car, qualified in the top 5. He's qualified in the 5th position, and has remained himself up there the whole time. Been a pretty exciting race, great battles, and like we're on board with one right now. NASCAR Kings.
I was just looking at that. On the outside, holding it strong.
Oh, man. The 6 in NASCAR. Yep.
Now you got Timac looking on the inside in that 24 car.
Oh, he's taking full advantage of that, too. Oh, we got contact. Little wall action. Woo! Bad Moon Rising enjoying all of this right now while she's just trying to march away. Now, this is all the battle for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. And here comes Bentimia in that 10th spot. Just flying in there. Oh, man. This is definitely in the stage.
Oh,
we want these points. We need these points. We're going to get them. Oh, man. Look at this side by side.
That thing in there on the outside.
On board right now, NASCAR Kings. We got 3 wide. This is the best battle, best seat in the house. Yeah. You guys all hold and get some. Oh, I'm enjoying all of this. There we go. Little contact outside, making it hold, making it stick.
Oh, a little more contact.
Woo, more contact. Rotating around. Oh, still looking. Great battle undertaking going on right here. These guys are trying their hardest, man. We're coming down to the laps of the laps right here. I'll get you a lap count in 1 second.
Oh, still looking inside. There goes Intimidator again, right inside that 6 car. Trying to make it stick.
That's for 7th position, folks. We have 9 laps remaining.
Oh.
This is for the back 10 right here.
6 and 7.
We got a car around again. 62 ghosted. Thank goodness.
Oh. Yep.
All right, we're looking with Perky right now.
That means Bad Moon Rising made her way up to the 5th place after restarting in 13th. So great run for her. Yeah,
making her way back up for it. Had a fast car, fast piece there. We're going to hopefully show it at the end. Intimidator in that 7th position right now. Look who's around him. So 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th all right there. All right, let's go ahead and get a little bit more forward of our race. Badman Rides now in that 5th position, trying to hunt down. That's a lap car, that's a 37. So the double zero. Okay. So we have the double zero car is going to be the next one here. That's 4th position.
Look at that man Perky in that 10 car. He's up to that 2nd position. Let's see if
There he
he
is
can
right
make,
there. Yep.
he can make a run for this lead. We've seen how fast his car is.
So watching all of our cars doing the rundown right now. There goes your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. And then there's your race leader, the black car right there, the number 1 car. 2nd, there's 3rd spot. 4th, the double zero. 5th, the 58.
Flash 9 is our current race leader, yes sir. The man's got a long run rocket ship. To tell you that he's definitely he's showing his stuff right now. He's got about a full straightaway lead on our 2nd.
Man, that guy's always been a fast cat, man, and consistent.
I think car might be gaining on him actually. He's gaining little by little by little. Now it's only about a turn and half a straightaway. Yeah, I'm watching it. You're watching it unfold right now. I mean, it does seem like he has that longer run car, and he's trying to get there. Look how hard he dove that thing into 3 and 4. But we have this is the last lap right here. So it looks like he got it. Yeah. That was stage. Yeah, that was stage 2. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, that dude Flash 9 proves himself week in and week out.
All right, here we go. So looks like get our running order here in just one moment for you folks. I got 5th phone down. There we go.
Flash 9, who was our 1st place. That man Perky in 2nd. D-Nub in 3rd. Long Shot in 4th. Larson Rocks 5th. Bad Moon Rising made her way up to that 6th position.
Good job. I got 7th is Intimidator. Yeah. 8th is NASCAR off. 9th is Brett Baker. 10th is Timac. 11th is NASCAR Kings. 12th is Quarter Panel. Let's see. 13th is Armstrong. 14th is Duke Kings. Shadow is 15th. And they're 3 and 4 laps down the last cars are. So we are lap down cars back to 11th. All right, here we go. Stage 3, folks, we're getting it done, Martinsville. Flash 9 on board with this guy looking back, and we're going to see what he can get done here, because he's got that man Perky in that 10 car all over him on the outside. He's had himself a really fast car throughout this race, and he's looking to hopefully, find his way to the bottom, but looked like it was a double zero. Ooh. Trying to find his home line down there. Double zero, Larson Rocks trying to hold it strong on there, but he's got all kinds of company. Badman Rise and get a little bump action. Hides to the outside. She's going to try to get it wound up. She's pushing back, it looks like. There's Long Shot right there in that 9 car, trying to make his way, work his way through that whole crowd right there, that whole field. On board that man Perky in that 3rd spot. This is battle 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all right there under the bundle.
Man, and I'll tell you what, Flashline is loving this racing from 2nd on back, because it is allowing him to get a lead.
Yep, and Long Shot right there trying to take advantage of a little bit of this battling while he got the double zero car of Larson Rocks up high. It's like you got the 9 car going to take full advantage of that, and that man Perky and the 10's going to follow in suit.
But he knows that the person that's 2nd place in points, Flash 9, is up there leading this race, so he said, "Don't go away too fast, buddy. I'm gonna come back there and show you why I'm the points leader."
Look at Intimidator making his way up through. A little bumping and bangings right there. I'm loving this. He's making his way up to 4th position. Now Larson Rock's falling back to the 5th position. Bad Moon Rise in 6th position. And looks like Timac 7th.
What
For
was
a
that,
moment.
Maka?
Oh, we got pushings. Go ahead.
I said that Flash 9, that number 1 car, proves himself week in and week out, but he is the car to beat.
Yes, he does. He is a very fast, clean driver that doesn't set his car up for them short runs. He's got that short run speed and long run speed. That car lasts the entire run.
Yeah, Flash 9's got that.
It today.
Yeah, he's got them 4 wins so far this season, so he's definitely shown a dominance here when it comes to this league and what he can get done here.
And Longshot is always right there with him, and he's actually running down Flash 9 in that second position. And that man Perky right behind him in the 10 car is right there as well.
Yeah, Longshot's sitting on points right now. Longshot's our points leader, so Flash 9's yearning so bad right now to get another win to finish in front of that 9 car of Longshot. Longshot again now finding himself in that second position, and these two are about ready to duke it out again, but they have a little more company because here comes that man Perky in that number 10 car this time. He wants a piece of this battle and wants a piece of this fight. He's tired of seeing these two duking it out.
Playoff points are so important because come playoffs, these points reset and these drivers get the start from what they accrued throughout the season in playoff points. And this is huge for Flash 9. If he can pull off another victory, I mean, that is major playoff points right there.
Yeah, 3rd spot looking back right now. We see Intimidator in that 4th spot. We got, Bad Moon Rising in that 5th spot. We're going to rotate back there just a little bit further as we see this battle possibly getting underway here for our race lead. Let's get to it.
You know, I'm looking at the number 24, Timac. He seems like he's got a pretty fast piece today. Don't count him out.
Oh no, he showed earlier he was running up there in that 3rd position, and a little bit of caution caused him to lose some ground. He ended up going with them 4 fresh feel goods, and a lot of guys took them 2 tires, so he's been trying to work his way back towards that front, and he's sitting there nice in that top 10. So Timac's always got a nice long run car. As a 6 car just used him up in that turn. Holy cow. But he got a nice long run car, and we got about a 65 lap run here for the 3rd stage, so you're going to see those long run cars rise to the top.
Yeah, because Timac was able to march his way from his starting position of 10th spot, and he found himself in that 2nd spot at over time. So he has himself a fast car, like Marlon was insinuating about his long run car. As we have a battle right now for the lead, here we go. Oh yeah, Longshot getting underneath, a little bit of contact there, letting know he's here. But look, here comes Perky.
Here comes Perky.
Yeah, it is that man Perky. He is going to go for that 2nd spot. He's going to follow him right around and take that guy away from him. Flash 9 now dropping back to our 3rd spot there. You saw the race move there. Now we are in stage 3, folks. So this is go time, and they're going to need to get something.
Not too far behind in that 4th place. So. See if she can run these guys down.
Well, if
you saw that she had a car that could lead.
If they keep battling the way they're doing, that's going to blow them up pretty nicely. So, but right now, they're looking at Longshot out there doing himself a fantastic job, starting to gain distance now on both 2nd and 3rd place cars.
Looks like he's about to lap the 10 car here. Am I looking at this correct?
No, the Longshot is now your leader. 10 car is in 2nd. That's that man Perky, and your 3rd place is now Flash 9. Flash 9 has fallen back to 3rd.
The number 9 is in danger.
No, the number 9 is our leader. That's Longshot.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I joined late.
No, you're totally good. No,
glad to have you join us there, Mike.
Yep. It helps our viewers as well stay on board and in tune to what's going on here, because again, this is a short track, so more eyes on track, and the more that we can tell our viewers where all of our drivers are at, the better off they can stay informed. Like right now, we do have Timac here sitting in our 8th position, so we're looking at 6th place is Intimidator, 7th is NASCAR off. Looking back from Timac is 00 of Larson Rocks. That's right. So that's going to put him in that 9th position.
And shout out. We did this last broadcast. Shout out to 704 NASCAR E4. Get us that tracker, baby. Make it better for our fans. Come on.
Please, yes.
It'll make it better for everybody.
when it comes down to NASCAR and 704 and the way they've thrown it down, we appreciate everything they've done for us. They've and allowed us to do this, man, and this is pretty awesome stuff right here. As you're on board with Bad Moon Rising.
We actually had NASCAR Heat 4 subscribe to Left Turn Broadcasting.
Yes, that is a very special, momentous occasion there. So very stoked to have them aboard. And a special time for all of us here, seeing the growth of Left Turn Broadcasting. Pretty stoked. We're sitting right now in our 4th position, starting to gain. Let's go ahead and get back up to our race leaders. Find out where they're at. Armstrong going a lap down there. We're just seeing. Okay, race lead right now. And we're going to do a lap count for you and see exactly where we're standing in this race. We're standing at 95 laps to go. We are going to be looking at pits within the next, we got 50 laps. So we still got a little bit of time before these tires are gone away, and they're going to be looking for those pits to start. Yes.
What I meant to say earlier when I said about 65 laps, I meant on a run of tires. These guys are going to have to make a pit stop here.
Yep.
And it's going to definitely mix up this field. Who can get in, who can get out. Bristol is one of those places where it is very, very tough. You could make mistakes like I do and go down the wrong pit road, or you can speed very easily, getting down to that 30-some mile an hour. I mean, this is a very, very tough track to do pit stops, especially when you're pitting with those old tires and it feels like you're on ice.
Well, that and not only getting into pit road, but getting out of pit road. That's your getting out of pit road right there, folks. That was turn 4 coming across the line right there. So you literally, it's a short shoot out, and you got to keep that car low. Watch your high side for your traffic, and then try to get that thing into the corner when you're not going to be, if you have someone on the outside, you're not going to have that preferred line and lane in.
You have the 10 car all over the 9 right now, trying to get that lead.
We're watching this right now, and look like the 10 car has himself a little bit better.
Whoa!
Little curve action there. That's going to go and slow up his efforts.
I just wanted to bring up with this short track at Martinsville. If you pit at the wrong lap, you easily go down 2 laps. So it's very crucial that you pit at the right times. You don't want to pit too early, too late, because you will be lapped out.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you get caught on pit road and the caution comes out, you are going to be one hurting pup. You are going to lose at least 1 lap, if not 2. And that's also huge here. I know I said earlier about Bristol, my fault. We're at Martinsville. But these guys, I mean, short pitting is huge here. Staying out and short pitting because a lap or 2 on these tires is huge. You're talking a few tenths a lap.
Man, that man Perky is a diggins right now. He keeps looking. Long shot keeps closing the door, but finally gets that nose in there this time. Gets him a little bump action. We good now. Off to the races. He's going.
Nice move by the
man, it's fantastic run. And just sliding through this thing, trying to maintain pace right now.
Oh, man. I don't know.
The long shot's a little tight in the center, which is going to hurt him in the long run.
Yes. It looks like maybe he worn out his stuff a little bit, trying to hold them guys off and get a good lead. But, I mean, he's still holding strong in that second position.
Well, Class 9 is catching him pretty quick, so.
He's starting to gain,
he can make an adjustment or 2 in the pits here.
Again, the tracks, rubbering up, tracks changing the whole bit, so they're gonna, hopefully make those final adjustments in pits and, right their car up, get it ready to go. Man, now we are on our leader right now, and he's trying to check out. Let's see if he has any kind of issues coming up in front of him, any kind of lap traffic. Seems like he got maybe 1 car, but it looks like he's doing a pretty good job winding himself to the outside. So, but you do have a little bit of a pack of cars in front of that. So look for some of this lap traffic to be playing its role in possibly slowing down this leader for Flash On and Long Shot there to get up to him, because those 2 are battling pretty tough right now, and the 10 car is starting to walk away.
I've been watching the 24 car, Timac. He's still battling the Wienermobile, the number 6 guy. They've been battling since the beginning of the 3rd stage.
Yeah,
I love that, the Wienermobile. I love it.
Yes, yeah, we got onboard Timac right now. we're watching the battle unfold between the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile and that Hendrick Chevy. Woo! Little spark show, little firework action coming out of the 24 as he narrows up his car a little bit, grazing that wall.
You know, Timac's got a fast car if he's getting around that 6 car, because that 6 car of NASCAR, he was our pole sitter.
Yeah. Pole sitter, and he ran a lot of this race. Whoa, we got mad wiggles out of the 31! That was Intimidator!
Sideways on the backstretch.
Oh! He thought he was in some Tokyo Drift thing, and he just punched his nose through that wall.
Did that bring out a caution? No caution.
No caution.
No caution. Here we go.
You got to collect it up and back on the track.
All right.
Oh, now he's falling back. Lap down action in the 12th spot. Bomber move for him. Timac doing himself
Oh, you got the 48 around. NASCAR King. He's around as well.
These tires are starting to wear. These guys are having a hard time controlling them.
You can tell these guys who really built their cars for the long run. It's starting to show right now.
Okay, we got some pit stops starting to undertake now. 81 laps remaining.
Ooh, then these guys are going to end up, these guys that are pitting now, they're going to end up splitting this into 2 pit stops.
Right.
That's going to blow up their epics.
Toward the end, but will it actually help their overall track time? So that's, I think, what a lot of these, these strategies that are undertaken right now. They're seeing that because we're seeing a little less cautions. The track's a little bit more spread apart right now.
You're running about a second to a second and a half slower on older tires than guys are on new tires. So with about 21-second lap times, I believe, somewhere around there, or is it 19-second lap times here at Martinsville? Either way, 19 laps. That's a big difference in track position. So yeah, it's a good possibility.
Right now we're waiting and looking for our race leader to come riding around here. There he is, race leader, second.
Maka, weren't you looking to buy a house in Scottyville, Alabama?
I was thinking about calling Century 21. You really think I should give him a call?
I completely concur with you there, sir. When it comes to Century 21 and taking care of all your needs when it comes to your property buying and selling endeavors, Century 21, of course, a proud sponsor of Left Turn Broadcasting. Look them up online. They're all over the U.S., all over the world. Again, they can handle anything and everything, and you get that hometown, feeling and treatment from a massive corporation that knows how to get business done and literally has been around for a millennium. All right, scrolling through, looking for our race leaders right now, folks. Just want to make sure we got that man Perky still leading. This is still the battle for second and third spots right now. Flash Shine and Long Shots. There is our race leader right here, folks. He's just put down, looks like. Now, Intimidator spun a while ago, just went into pits, got himself some Miss Poor Fresh Feel Goods. And we have that man Perky who is still out on his old tires. So you're going to see the drastic change in tires right now for old tires versus new. That red car coming up behind the black and red car, that has new tires. That man Perky, he on old tires. And he's trying to hold on to this thing.
How long are these lap cars going to hold that number 10 car up? And give Flash 9 a chance to run him down. That's the question.
Yeah, no, and that is just definitely the truth right there. And this is where we never know. The strongest cars may not be there at the end due to, race problems that happen throughout. Getting delayed and stalled up.
You just watched Larson Rocks in that 00 car just go a lap down. I mean, and he was holding it strong up there in the top 3. Actually, I believe he was running in second place on this latest restart. So for the stage. So I mean, that just shows you the kind of pace that Perky's throwing down yet again. Right. And they were having this problem with him before, and that's when he got out there in front, got that clean air, and got away from the confrontation. Not really clean air, but the confrontation.
Looks like Intimidator's trying the inside to get him lap back.
Yep. And he's...
I believe Intimidator actually made his pit stop, so he's on fresh tires.
Yeah. He is. And
So he's trying to get one of probably 3 laps back.
But we still have a pit stop to undergo with our race leader, which is this man right here, that man Perky, getting her done today in that leaf filter Chevy. Or Ford, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think he's driving a Ford there, Tron.
Sorry, read the wrong one.
Yeah, first on race day.
Yep. It happens to all of us.
I love it, Mucka. First on race day, fastest on race day, whatever you want to call it. Better than Chevys, that's what I call them.
Nah, can't be it, man. And Chevys are all about it, in it and above it right now.
That's funny.
I don't know, our leaders are Ford.
Yeah.
But those points leaders, those guys who've been running pretty dominant through the field, been running them Chevys. And they've been showing some good power.
It's all about the suit and tie, not the bow tie.
Yep, not the bow tie.
Oh, we got Orson Rocks up making contact on the inside wall.
Yeah, looking through this field right now, just trying to figure out, you know, who's getting some racing done. We're going through a lot of different pit strategies and looking through our race, you know, for our race leaders here. He is still checking out of the field. These are the second and third place cars.
I'm looking at the lap tracker right now, and it's showing that man Perky has a 3.8 second lead on our second place at Flash 9, and another second back to a long shot in that third position.
Mobile just got into the 51 hard. That's the 51 goes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the 51 going in the pit.
Oh, again, oh! Woo. I thought he was going to turn around there.
Man, we have all kinds of cluster up in front of our race leader right now as he's trying to maneuver and finagle his way through to minimize any kind of damage that could occur through this side-by-side racing between the Intimidator and the 48.
You know, I'm really impressed because Intimidator's on those fresh tires, and Perky is staying right with him on those old tires. I'm really impressed with the long-run car that Perky has.
I think the traffic has something to do with there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was fighting hard with NASCAR Kings. Yeah. He was fighting hard there with NASCAR Kings on the outside of him. Just really couldn't get that exit out. And now he's coming up on Timac right now. And, oh, man, Timac's in that 6th position.
Gonna go a lap down in 6th place.
Wow. Possibly, it looks like it, because he's getting ready to go lap down from our leader.
What a pace!
Wow,
that Stewart Haas Ford is putting on right now. I mean,
he's throwing down.
We've seen it in the first stage. We've seen in that first stage, John. That tank car was fast.
Yeah, he checked. Oh, and just as we say that, woo! Mad Lou's hooked. Okay, there we go. That was okay. That will be a great time to go coming to pits. I guarantee you that, man.
I think that made up his mind of when he was going to pit.
Yeah. At least it scared him enough.
Oh, man.
It's nice to see some fans at the track.
So I'm showing there's 58 laps remaining. So after this pit stop, these leaders are going to be able to make it to the end after they make their pit stop. Unless a caution comes out, man, would that really hurt this 10 car if the caution came out right this moment.
Yeah, we're waiting for the 10 car to wrap out of this field right now. He's getting servicing done. And he was our race leader, so that should bring us back around to...
Looks like he's coming out right behind Timac.
Let's go to the 1 car. He's scheduled as our race leader at the moment. Okay, there we go. Looking back from our race leader. Look, and he is scheduled P1 right now, Flash 9. Got long shots right there. Got that man Perky in that 10 car who just came out of pits with his old 4 fresh field goods, and he's going to come through this thing like a rocket as he's throwing a hammer down right now.
So he stayed out a little bit longer than these other guys, and he's definitely gonna it's gonna make a difference on track.
Oh, he's gonna get around these guys. He's gonna take them on the outside even. Look at that.
I'm wondering, did maybe Longshot and NASCAR and those guys make Flash 9? Maybe they didn't pit yet, or
I don't know. It seems like that 10 car is a hell of a lot faster than that 1 car.
Yeah, and that's the truth. It really is. That's the truth. I mean, maybe they're stretching their. Yeah, I'm thinking of stretching their tires out, and that man Porky, he's just trying to now. If I was Flash 9, and if that's the truth, and he's still staying out with his tires, I would be making him wear those things down as much as I possibly can. And he just drove right past him.
Yeah. Huge difference. Yeah. So right now, Perky was our leader, and every lap that he's on track, and these guys didn't pit yet, he's gaining at least a second on them every single lap. So when these guys cycle through and they do their pit stops, they're going to be that much farther behind. However, they'll have fresher tires. So is that going to make the difference where they'll be able to run him down? I don't think so. That much of a lead.
I don't think so.
Cars, the speed he has, I don't think anybody's catching him.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to build up too much of a lead.
That you guys have to remember, they're all have to go through a plethora of traffic throughout to get up to him, even with those fresher tires. As we just seen what happened to the 31 of Intimidator, who had those fresher tires, got stuck on with the 48 of NASCAR Kings on the outside of him, and it really stalled up his run to try to get past him. Finally cleared him, but still got stalled up in even more traffic in front of him. So again,
we still have 7 cars to make their pit stops yet, because I'm showing Turkey in our 8th position right now, and he was your race leader, so we still have 7 cars yet to pit.
Yeah, we're on board our race leader right now.
We have about 56, 57 laps to go, somewhere in that range.
So
I'll get you a count here in just one moment.
Yes, he's going to make it on fuel. They get about 70 laps to the tank of fuel at the 2-time star order.
51 laps to go, boys.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's nice to see fans at the track.
Yeah.
I'm looking up there and I don't see any masks on them, so.
Oh, there we go. Full stand down the back. I love it. Good job. Yep. Someone up there, they're not doing much, but yeah, the stands are full. I love it. That's good stuff. So we're still trying to find exactly who is what when it comes to their tires. Man, they're staying out pretty long, and that man Perky has since he's checked out. Oh yeah,
looks like bad new rides are using the pits. Coming out of pits as we speak.
That moves Perky up to the 5th position.
All right, so this is a 5th place car right here, but he's marching his way to the front because all these guys still need to come down and get their tires and get all the servicing done for the rest of this run.
Yeah, if I was any of those guys who haven't pitted yet, I'd be thinking about pitting as soon as possible. You're losing that much time on track right now.
Yeah,
here comes Flash 9 into the pits. Flash 9 making his pit stop right this second.
Maybe
all right. We got a pretty ferocious battle going back here with Quarter Panel, Ty Mac, and NASCAR off right now.
I think these guys are kind of thinking, you know, hey, this is Martinsville, anything can happen. All it takes is a lap car to get into that 10 car, and I'll be the first car with fresher tires, you know, to be able to run him down. There's a lot of strategies that come into play at a short track like Martinsville.
Yeah, but then you're right. You know, it gives you more options. I get you there. I really do. But right now, this pace of this race is flying, and these guys are really doing a good job. Even the lap cars in general are doing a really good job of trying to stay high and out the way.
Contact from the 40 into our leader.
Uh-oh.
That kept them going in the right direction.
D-Dub right now, race leader. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was Flash 9 still our long shot still our race leader.
Yeah, we have that man.
And he's on pit road right now. Yep.
Up to 2nd. You got one more car that needs to make a pit stop right now. Perky is going to have this whole field lap by the end of this thing, I bet you. He is setting such a pace. Oh, D-Knob. A little sideways action right in front of him, a little curve action.
We're on Perky right now. Let's see what he can do because he's got a lot of traffic right here in front.
Oh,
and he is so stalled up big time.
This is so nerve-wracking being
nowhere to go right now. Pismo blip cam. Rotating underneath. Oh, it looked easy.
Racing the leader hard, man.
Woo. He wound him up good, though. That's what he's looking for.
Then they Perky's out of fix.
All right, coming up now too.
Yeah,
Long
Perky
shot
is
in
now
that
our
9
leader.
car.
The number 9 came out of fix.
Perky is now our leader, and he is right behind Flash 9. Or, sorry, Long Shot, who was our third place car.
But he just got 4 pressures, so he should be able to.
If he stretches it out, he stretches it out, but I doubt he's going to be able to go around the entire track to catch him.
Yeah, no,
I'm just showing that kind of a pace that Perky has right now. That he was almost about to put our third place car a lap down.
No, that's the truth.
got a long shot.
Yes, Long Shot is the 9 car. Yes, correct.
Yeah, he's got a long shot at getting LB.
Yes.
Yes, that's very true. Yes, strategy played beautifully by that 10 car. Whether it was accidental where he got a little wall contact or not, it was the right move to pit when he did, because he really stretched that lead out.
And right now he's got a lot of traffic that he needs to worry about and maneuver through. You have Long Shot right there in that 9 car. Perky diving through the center. Whoa!
You know,
Barely missing some out lap traffic.
That's what I'm
caution out.
Oh, we got a caution out. Oh, man. This is going to roll
my.
and it's going to flip it all. This is it. This is going to flip everything right now.
Oh my lord!
That's what Long Shot needed right now.
It was because Perky was staying right with him.
I've got the entire field of lap down.
You got that
literally.
man Perky in first, Flash 9 and Long Shot, the only cars on the lead lap. D-Nub is going to get the free pass here, and whoever else takes a wave around.
Bad Moon Rising is 5th. Timax
But
6th. 7th
I
is
can't
Quarter
see-
Panel. 8th is NASCAR Off. 9th is Larson Rocks. 10th is Ventiminator. Brett Baker's 11th. NASCAR Kings 12th. Armstrong 13th. Shadow 14th. Wow.
So it looks like your leader.
correctly.
Looks like your leader is going to take no fuel and 4 tires and just stay out there, which hurts all of those wave around cars. He's going to trap from 5th place on back a lap down.
Now don't forget that number 9 car.
And we're green, folks.
He's got a fast short run car.
Yes.
All kinds green. Here we go. Perky down to the bottom. Flash 9 in the 1 car on the outside. Long Shots underneath him.
Oh,
In the Mountain Dew. Oh, there he goes. Here comes the 9 car. Long shot at that 9 car trying to get some. Oh, we got another caution. Caution out.
Under caution. Wow.
Okay.
Oh my lord, you had 4 wide in the back of that pack.
Man, I was just trying to stay on the leaders right there.
Oh my lord. I think
This is gonna-
that 4 wide. That was wild.
Let's see what happens, man, because now this is a chance where they're going to be getting up. Bad Moon gets the lap back.
It looks like
Quarter Panel's going to
it
get his
looks
lap back.
Yeah, it looked like you had quite a few cars that were able to take a wave around there because the leader's pitting. So
Woo,
now
down.
you're gonna have 7 or 8 cars on that lead lap. Yeah, this second caution is definitely allowing everybody to bunch back up and get back on this lead lap.
All right, folks, we're winding down the end of this race right now. All this brought to you by Century 21. Thank our sponsors out there. And we're about ready to throw this thing green. Here we go. Big greens, all kind of greens. Throwing down the end of this stage for this Martinsville Paperclip 250. And we go.
Sean, talking about Century 21, how do I win 25 bucks? I heard you could win 25 bucks.
That's right. That's part of their sponsorship. We'll get that in one moment, bud, because right now we got all this going off right now, stacked up side by side. Oh man, we got Long Shot right there, trying to figure out something when it comes to Flash 9. Flash 9 looking inside, but look, here comes Bad Moon Rising right there. Push, shove, and a bang, and she gone. Taking over that 3rd spot, but look at this D-Nub in that 55.
Oh, you got a big crash. You got a car flipping doing cartwheels.
What? Missed that car is what we still got.
Indianapolis.
We must still be green because look at this. Still under speed and gone.
Caution.
And under caution.
wow.
Oh, man. Oh.
No, I'm not seeing the caution out yet. No caution.
Oh, no caution. Sorry. 26 laps to go. We still going. After all the cars flipping, there was no caution?
No caution with a car flipping doing handstands. That
Wow.
was wild.
I would have swore that was going to be something.
Maybe the officials are sleeping or eating ice cream.
Well, they're still up and
Maybe
going.
Maybe they're looking at Century 21 Realty ads right now.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Either that or they got They got launched out over the grandstands. Probably didn't send that property that's for sale out back there. But man, they guys are trying to duke it out pretty hard right now. Look at this, looking back from Flash 9.
That 10 car, the last thing he wanted to see was a caution, let alone 2. And he's holding it strong up there in that first position, but don't count out a long shot. He is catching up to him fast.
Yeah, we're looking at this battle going underway right now. This is for, a little bit of contact by Flash 9. Bad Moon Rising in that 58. Looking underneath, this is going to be for that third spot. Timac trying to follow. On the heels. Oh, contact to the wall. Pushed a little hard. Oh, but Bad Moon gets loose. She gathers it back up. Timac now the winner of that whole battle right there. What the? Okay, awesome. Timac now to third spot.
24 out.
Nope.
You know Timac, he always shows up at the end to grab that podium spot.
That's it, man. He knows when to show up for the end of this race. And
he
where
likes to talk about his sponsors.
Yep.
And now, meanwhile, you have our leaders catching the first lap car, probably a car that was involved in that first incident that didn't bring out the caution. Oh, little wall contact by Perky as well.
Uh-oh.
He's
like
got the
view up
pressure
there,
on
but
him. He's got a whole mirror of that 9 car. Mountain Dew all over his bumper.
We got it.
Outside.
Oh, look at outside. Here he comes for the lead. That man Perky trying to get it stuck in on the bottom. That 9 car wrapping it out, getting those RPMs. Does that similar pass that we've seen Batman do earlier. But no, back underneath. Yes, side by side, down in front stretch.
Battle for your lead, folks.
Right here.
Coming up to D-Nub.
9 car holding it tough outside. Loving this. Get him, long shot.
Who's going to use that 52 car as a pick?
What is the 52 going to get in the way?
He did.
Dino, what are you doing?
Oh my lord, that allowed long shot by.
Yep,
What's
sure did.
Do?
We get even more pushing and shoving into the leaders.
Oh my lord, Dino just shoved the leader right through that turn, right past long shot.
That was pretty crazy there, folks. Flat down car.
Wow. Now we got Flash 9 on the bumper.
That was wild.
For that second spot.
Yep.
That was.
Meanwhile, here we go. The 10 car. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen there. Let's just make sure hopefully nothing else happens as they come back around the track. This is a short track, and we still have a lot of laps still left yet to go. On board right now with that man Perky. He is sitting there in our leader right now, trying to fend off Longshot and Flash 9, who weren't closing. And again, Longshot was right there in that 9 car, all over his bumper. Huge battle going off. And, then there was a lap car tangle, and man, it kind of strung things out a little bit. But here they come.
You can see that 10 car, that man Perky. He got damaged when that lap car drove him up straight into that wall. So let's see if that woes up his car, if he's able to hold on to it. Aero is not a huge thing here at these short tracks like Martinsville, but it could definitely play a toll on whether his car is loose or tight right now. And I'm going to bet more on the tight side.
Yeah, I want to see
his car down.
Yeah, we're seeing a pretty drastic push there as he comes out.
Oh, he's very tight in the middle too.
Yeah.
He's very tight right now.
And you see these two starting to gain strength and get up on him here.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, he is super tight in the center of the corner right now. I guarantee that damage has nothing to do with it.
Yes.
We got 24, and is that possible Ventimidator? Yes, it is. Ventimidator making his way back. I mean, he's still lapped down, but he's 7th spot right now. Timac is sitting strongly in that 4th position.
I believe Ventimidator found his way back to that lead lap, sir.
Looks like we have the 1 car of Flash 9 on the inside of the 9 car for 2nd spot.
I believe he had 8 or 9 cars on the lead lap.
Still showing him that 7th.
Another lap car. Let's see if that 51 car gives him a little more room than the that D-Nub did in that 52.
Oh, we hope so. All right. That man going to rotate down to the bottom. Nice and easy like it. Yep. Lap car goes high and leaders stay on the bottom. Rotate through nice and perfect like. Oh, looks like that.
On another one.
He's doing a pretty good job so far. That's a 37. Yeah, that's Duke King in a JTG Chevy.
That tightness may hurt him on the shorter run here, but on the long run it'll only help him because it'll snug that car up when it starts to get a little bit loose on those older tires.
Yeah, he's starting to slow up a little bit more through the center.
He had to change his line a little, kind of arc that turn.
Well, he's clear now. There's no traffic in front of him. They should be good.
Coming though.
Yep.
Flash 9 is coming on his tail. What a shame. Not a shame for Flash 9 though. I tell you that. He's loving every bit of it. He was sitting there in that third position, and he seen the first and second car get tangled up with a lap car, and he said, "Yes, this is my opportunity. I'm coming for this thing."
Oh, totally stoked on that one.
More playoff points. Let's go. Ooh, a little wall contact for Flash 9.
Just looking on where our cars are at in reference to our leaders.
We got Perky in first, obviously. You got
Flash 9 in second. Long Shot is in your third position.
you got Timac in fourth and Bad Moon Rising in fifth.
Rounds out our top 5, okay.
Yes. Timac is about 4.5 seconds back, closer to 5 seconds. So I'm not seeing him as a big factor right now, but Flash 9 and Longshot are all within a second and a half. So I mean, this could be anybody's race depending on how this lap traffic goes.
Yeah, we just seen Timac starting to rotate out of 4 right there as these guys were coming down that straightaway. So, or out of 2, I'm sorry. So he's starting to gain a little bit on them. But, you know, I said, never count these guys out. Let's look at our lap count now. I know this is starting to wind down here. Yep, we are like we're inside 2 to go, folks. So we are almost over with this race. Yeah, that clicked down real quick. We're right here on our leaders. So here comes the one car. He's trying right now. Oh, did he got it?
He's looking for a little
Come
bumper
on
action.
now. Oh, he knows pressure's up. Pressure's mad up right now. Oh, get it down side to side. Oh! No way that just happened. That was awesome. No. That was straight a drag race at the end. That was in the rim.
I think Perky took it though.
Perky barely took it. We're talking by thousandths of a second. 2:02 to 2:74 was the finish to that.
Oh my god.
Oh my! Wow! Flash. Okay, so that man Perky wins it. Flash 9 second. Long Shot's third. Oh. Flipped over here 1 second.
Fourth. Bad Moon Rising in fifth. Quarter Panel 6. Intimidator in 7th.
See Brett Baker.
Bad Moon and Flash 9. Bad Moon and Flash 9 took our stage wins as well.
You got good win. Brett Baker in the 8th position. NASCAR off 9th. D-Nub 10th. Larson Rocks 11th. NASCAR Kings 12th. Armstrong finishes at 13th. Shadow wraps it up with that 14th spot. So not bad for those guys. Good job. Good run for everybody. What an amazing run at the end. Can't believe
Incredible. The action with the lap car and the fact that he was able to hold on to that thing. I mean, that could have went so bad.
It did go bad. And then at the end, of course, Flash 9 just jumped up on his bumper the last few laps, and then they drag race across to the end. Are you kidding me? That was pretty good stuff right there. So again, folks, that was hands down one of the closest Martinsville finishes I've ever seen. And again, all thrown down by that man Perky, doing himself a fantastic job through tremendous adversities, through trying to get through in these last stages. He was able to get out in front and set some sails, but man, he got tangles up with the lap car. Then of course the battle at the end to really show his stuff, and he did, man, holding them on the outside that drag race to that checkered line with literally thousands of seconds, between the two. What a great finish. All right, we're just going to wait for we can do our little real action over.
Here.
There you go.
I actually have all 3 of our podium finishers. I sent out the fishing pole here. And we're going to pull these guys in for some interesting interviews here, to say the least.
all of this
long race at Martinsville.
all of this done, it's brought to you, of course, by Century 21. Mucka did mention earlier about some cash giveaways that Century 21 does. And yes, he's 100% correct. What we do is all of our subscribers throughout, who are subscribed to Left Turn Broadcasting on YouTube, we do a once a week drawing of one of them who wins the $25, and then of course we just send it directly over to your Venmo account of some sort, to your Cash App. So yeah, really good stuff that Century 21's doing just for our fans and our viewers out there. So great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good stuff.
And it's all brought to us by Century 21. Awesome sponsor.
Yep, all brought to us by Century 21. So again, they're really trying to get their help us get our name out there, because their name's everywhere. You know, we don't got to worry about people not knowing who Century 21 is. But so we get our race winners in.
We did. We want to start out with our third place finisher, Longshot.
Please, Longshot, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Man, what an epic battle you guys were in, especially in that last portion of stage 3. He had some just tremendous contact with the lap car, woke everybody up. Big old huge thing going on there, but that was just a fraction of your race. You had to, come through the back, go through that huge tornado. Man, give us a rundown of what happened with you, bud.
Yeah, it was wild. We never could really get the track position to get out there. By the time we could get up front, we kind of killed our tires trying to get back up there and race everybody and race by them. Never got the track position we were looking for really from the start, unfortunately. Really just kind of be able to get out and see what our tires could do. Felt like on that last run, just before or just after that last caution, I felt like we had something for those guys, and then had that incident there of getting pushed into the corner. I don't know what happened there, but once we got out front, felt like maybe we had a good enough short run car to be able to hold Perky and Flash off. But when we had to lock up the tires there and kind of bounced off the wall from that push, it killed everything for me. Damaged tires, everything, and the car just wasn't the same. But overall, happy with a third place. We'll keep trying to chip away at the points and up there and whatnot, and Flash is doing really good at chipping away at the points lead on me.
Yep, he's out on your heels, buddy.
So it's going to be a good battle. Just going to kind of keep trucking along and go to the next one.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job, man, because the way your car control out there, your long run, your short run, you had a really good Martinsville program today. So congratulations to you on that podium finish. Great job, dude. Good work out there. Good work.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to our second place guy, Flash 9.
You
got a copy, buddy.
Yeah, you got me.
All right, you got us too, buddy. You got us freaking screaming at the end of that
brother.
Joker, dude. That was amazing. All right, seriously, you had yourself one fast car throughout. There was all kinds of stuff going on that you had to deal with. We're talking about a massive yo-yo type of race, from the front to the back to the front. You're just constantly back, and then you get up there, you get things worked out, ironed out, and man, then you got yourself locked into just the craziest battle I think I've ever seen at Martinsville to wind the race up. Oh, man, please give us a rundown. Oh, dude, that was epic.
Well, I was working really hard all week, to have a car that lasted on the long run, and some short track races, we sometimes run them without yellows, and so I was working really hard at that, and then the vote at the last minute was to have cautions, so I was a little nervous how many short runs we'd have tonight, but we actually had a really good race, and first lap went from starting 5th and dropped back to 12th, and just kind of slowly worked back up, and car drove really good, and we got some good track position there, and won stage 2, which was great, and tried to put myself in the best position possible to try to have a shot to win. And I knew Perky was going to be really strong. We ran a few times together throughout the week just to see what adjustments we need to make for the race, and that long run proved how good his car was, and I'm surprised I had a shot, you know, to chase them down there at the end, and it was unfortunate for them that some contact happened, and that helped me get back into the race. And I ran my fastest lap of the race with like 9 laps to go. I don't know where that speed came from, but he's a good buddy of mine, and it was nice to battle him for the win. I wasn't gonna knock him out of the way, as much as it might have looked like that on the last lap, but that was a great run to the line there.
It looked like some awesome driving between two fierce competitors that we had a lot of respect for each other, because you guys were door to door, but you were not taking each other out. You know, I mean, it was that was the battle amongst all battles, and we're sitting there watching everything click down. And then all of a sudden, I look down, I'm like, oh my God, we have 2 to go. I mean, and then obviously it's like you guys heard us, because roar, and then he was up on it, dude. And it was like go go go. Oh man, and that cross that finish line was just I wasn't sure if Perky had it or not for a moment, dude. I thought you actually had that run, so just epic, dude. What a great way to finish that race. Like I said, probably the closest Martinsville finish I think I've ever seen, and we got it documented. Yes.
I just want to say congrats to him. He definitely earned that win tonight. I think of all the short tracks, you know, I probably wanted this one the most. I love Martinsville. To me, Martinsville is, you know, it's one of those races like the Coke 600, you know, crown jewel race. But it was a little bit short. I knew I had some work to do to earn it, but got some good points today, and we'll move on to Charlotte.
Man, great run again by, you know, really keeping us on our feet, especially at the end. Great job, man. I mean, a perfect run for that car. You're showing your stuff out there, and why you are where you are in the points right now. So continue that work and chipping away at that leader.
All right, thanks, guys.
You did an excellent job, Flash. Way to drag race it to the line. Excellent job.
Brother, you got us fired up on our winner today, bud, because you were following that man Perky for quite some time.
I followed Perky this whole race.
Yeah.
I can't believe. I mean, first off, Perky, you drove through the field. You showed us the kind of car that you had in the first stage. You just checked out. I mean, you had over a straightaway lead on the entire field. You were gone. And then it seemed, towards the end of that stage and then the second stage, you just had trouble getting towards the front. You got caught up in the back and had to try to fight your way through the tornado. And then once you got to that last stage, man, you found your way to the point and you just took off. And the last thing that you wanted to see was that caution. I mean, bunched the whole field back up, and your long-run car was now in front of all those short-run cars. I mean, give us a rundown of your race.
Well, I did not want to see any cautions. Actually, I was the one who suggested we had cautions this race on because I didn't want to get screwed over eventually. But apparently that came back and bit me because I did get screwed over. The first stage I did because my short-run car was crap. But other than that, I was just waiting for, 20 to 30 laps to go by, and then I just took off. I mean, I was running 19.3s, 19.4s, 30, 40 laps into a run, and I was just pulling away, and it was fun to just, take off like that. And I actually almost lapped long shot there at the in that third stage, that last stage, and I wasn't probably gonna get close to Flash, but I probably would have got up there, maybe behind him a little bit. But yeah, cautions are not my friend tonight, but it was fun battling with Flash there at the end. I knew I was going to get bumped up the track, and I'm just glad he didn't drive it down off the turn there and get to my front.
Oh man, with the style that you had when it comes to your car, we watched your car rotating out, through the center. So your car was straight. You had it dialed. You had it set pretty much throughout the entire run. You were able to control the car if you needed to go high or low, and of course negotiating that lap traffic. Your car was awesome and on fire. It really was, dude. I mean, but at the end, it seemed like when you ran into that lap traffic, that incident at the end. It seemed like your car might have tightened up a little bit due to damage. We're watching your run and we're noticing that. And then that's when that Flash 9 saw that that weakness. I don't know. That's what it seemed like from our point of view, and then that's when he was able to really get in there and attack and try to pounce on you at the end. And man, like I said, that was the closest Martinsville finish I think I've ever seen. That was just awesome. You guys did a classic, banging them down the doors, down the front stretch right there to the line without taking, not like, aggressive or you're excessive or nothing like that. But it was just like, hey, we're both, we're going for this thing.
Right.
Yeah, that was just, it was awesome. It was such a great thing to watch and see, and I'm sure all of our fans and viewers got the same feeling that we did right there at the end, just not knowing what was going to happen and how it was going to unfold. But
yeah, I'm sure it was exciting to you guys. It wasn't too exciting for me because I was just holding on for dear life with that damn game.
Yeah. You had a monster lead. Caution comes out, and then you start going up again, and then you got a car doing cartwheels down the freaking backstretch.
Yeah.
Oh, caution comes out, and then you end up right behind that car, and he holds the low line, and it collects you guys, and then going into the next turn, you can just it's like all that damage just took them right with you guys right into the wall, and that damage really tightened you up.
I know exactly what you're talking about, D-Nub. Yeah. So what had happened there? Me and Longshot were battling, and I was trying to stay in front of him. I was trying to get past the lap car while I misjudged my braking point, and then I drove it in too deep, too low. I ended up hitting D-Nub. Very next corner, he wasn't too happy as a lap down car, and he did not hit his brake whatsoever and just pushed me and a long shot right up into the up into the wall. So I mean, I got the better end of it, thankfully, but I feel bad for Longshot in that circumstance because I thought we were going to have a good battle coming to the end.
Yeah, it looked like you and Longshot were going to battle it out for the victory, and it ended up being you and Flash. But yeah, unfortunate that a lap car would be racing you guys that hard at that point when it's for the lead and with 10 to go. But hey, it is what it is, and you were able to bring that thing home and get that W.
Yeah, it's nice to get my first one here in the NOSSCAR League.
Oh, this is your first win, huh?
Yeah, it is. I've been
bud.
close on a few. I think that Texas one I should have won, but stuff happened there that prevented that. But I don't even like Martinsville, to be honest. So I mean, I kind of like it now. I got the setup down here, so
yeah. You got that P1 to show you got something out there. So again, you did a really good job with your car and your setup with your short track program. So man, hats off to you, bud. You did a really good job bringing it home. Pretty tough for all of our viewers today as well. They were stoked to probably see everything that you were unleashing out there on that track. So great job, great win.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Excellent job. All right, Sean. We got Timac in here. He actually had a great run himself.
Yes,
landed in that fourth position.
Yep, I was hoping
Timac,
he finished
got
up
a
in that
copy?
fourth.
I do, sir.
All right,
brother.
good to hear from you as well, bud. When it comes down to it, seeing that you've had yourself quite the adventure lately. So being out of country and all, and still running this program tough, man. Hats off to you there, right off the bat. And then, of course, when it comes to your fourth place finish, starting in that 10th spot, working your way throughout the field, running that thing strong, and being the typical tie that we were expecting at the end, which is, where'd this guy come from? Oh, it's Ty. Never mind. He's supposed to be here. It's the end of the race. So he's supposed to be up in the front. But, man, great run for you. Give us a little insight on what's been going on.
Yeah, a lot of people know that I recently stepped away. In fact, I've only turned my PS4 on once in the last 2 weeks, and it was to send a couple of messages. And I've got a new job. It takes up about 55 to 62 work hours of my week, and it's my number one priority right now. I didn't work very much practice for this race. Qualified 10th. We had a good car, but traffic was a big factor. Passing cars one at a time and keeping the tires clean and keeping the fenders intact was a big thing. Mm-hmm. And I kind of expected more cautions throughout the race. We had a car that we were hoping was going to be better on the short runs, but it panned out for us to be more of a long run car, it seemed. And we didn't see very many yellows. And so because of that, we saw all kinds of different lead changes with Perky and NASCAR, Oof, Larson Rocks. There was a lot of guys there that had short run car, medium run car, middle run car, and long run car. And it was going to come down to where the cautions fell, I believe. And yeah, it was a great race for us. Worked our way through the traffic and finished 4th. A lot of guys showed good speed tonight. D-Nub had a good car. Bad Moon Rising. Quarter Panel brought it home in 6th place. He had a good run. Brett Baker and so forth. It was a really good race, and hats off to all the NOSSCAR drivers. They did a great job tonight. Martinsville's not an easy track. Flat track, short track, a lot of traffic, and yeah, everybody did a great job. Congratulations to that man, Perky. Yeah. First career NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series win. Well deserved. He almost won Texas, and he almost won Bristol as well. So, yeah, good job to him. Good job to the rest of the podium. I was almost there with you. And we'll go get him next week at Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte, Big Bad Charlotte next week. All right. Stoked on that one. So you heard it there, folks. So that's Ty Back. You see, he's doing fantastic stuff when it comes to NOSSCAR. Even with all the stuff that he's going through when it comes to his new employment, things of that nature, man, you kicking butt out there, bud, and we really appreciate that of everything that you're doing. So, you know, great work when it comes to this NOSSCAR team. These guys really put on one heck of a show today.
Thank you very much. Glad you guys enjoyed the show. Thanks so much to everybody at Left Turn Broadcasting and letting us put on a good show for the viewers that you guys have on your channel, and building a fan base that's very huge and very fast as well. So, yeah, hats off to you guys. You guys are doing a great job. Next week, we have the NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series All-Star Race at Charlotte. The top 10 in the point standings will be locked into the show, and the top 5 finishers from the NOSSCAR Showdown will advance and join those drivers. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
Oh, so I got a chance to run that next week. That'll be interesting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry I missed the race tonight, but I kind of jumped in at the beginning of the 3rd stage. Just got home, so I figured I'd come in and broadcast and see what you guys are doing.
Yep. Happy that you joined us or joined them in the booth, and you're more than welcome to join us next week. Everyone's got a shot.
Thanks.
Hey, keep your eye on that 10 car next week. I gotta fly. I fly there, so.
Oh, we will. Oh, trust me, we're gonna be keeping our eyes closely pinned on you, buddy. Especially with some of your performance that you've been pulling off lately. So, like I said, great work to you, bud, and having that fast piece out there.
Yeah, the only way to pack up a W is by packing it up with another W.
With another one. So what we
and everyone wants to win the All-Star race, man. That's a biggie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's for the Gustos, man. That's for all the points and for all the bragging rights. So.
Yeah, maybe we could do a little cash giveaway to the brought to us by yes, to the subscribers, brought to us by Century 21.
Oh, but yeah, for that race, more than happy to get that
one race,
done.
Cash race. Come on, let's do it.
Another one. Here we go, man. We might have to double it up this time.
Cha-ching.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Because why not? It's an all-star race, so why not double it up?
Shout out to Venmo. Still looking for that sponsorship.
Big old $50 then, man. There you go. That's a good little lump of change. So anyways, folks, all right, we're not going to take up too much more of your time. Appreciate everyone coming out and checking out the NOSSCAR race here. This Martinsville Paperclip 250. I mean, what an amazing race these guys put on today. Just hands down some of the best side-by-side competition with the closest finish I've ever seen. So, again, hats off to these guys really getting it done. Till next time, folks, we really appreciate you guys all stopping by and checking us out. Keep it pointed the right direction. Man, be safe out there and have some fun. And we'll see you soon.